Hello guys, how's it going? It has been a while. Where have I been? So I have been fishing, don't worry. I've done quite a bit this year, but not a lot of sessions went to plan. So it wasn't really enough for like full videos. So I've got all this footage of bits of sessions here and there, but I just never felt like it was enough to put as its own video. So since I've got so much throughout the year, I've put it all built up into one, being this video. So I'll guide you off with it. So starting off sort of early spring, winter was terrible fishing, rivers were flooded, so it wasn't a great winter. But yeah, starting off in the spring, did a few sessions, thought maybe get into the swing of it. No luck, just blanks, but it was all good. It was meant to be like a little bit of prep built up for when we went for our annual little trip at Manor Farm, and this time it was the Damsel Lake. I had much success last summer on central cell boilers, so I decided to use them yet again along with some 10mm versions in for the mix, and essential cell pellets for the consistent smell, topped with the Smart Liquid, and prepping mesh bag for a more attractive hook bait. I've gone for a matching hook bait with an essential cell pop-up on spinner rigs. It was a sunny spring and plenty of carp were showing on top. Much like the other Manor trips, I had Lewis and Owen along with me. Smile for the camera.
Well, at least we got signal, eh?
How was it, Lewis?
Very nice, thank you.
Good. Owen on the burgers.
On the burgers.
You in? I think he's in. Thought I could hear that going off. Was you asleep?
I was snoozing quite nice.
Jesus. Let's go for it. Look at that, right underneath the moonlight. Good name for a carp, to be fair.
Moonlight.
Yeah. No way. Must have crossed Owen's line, I reckon. Not quite sure. That's Owen's wiped out. Might have to bill it out a little bit, maybe.
It's locked up solid there.
Is that? It'll come out, just gotta play it out, I think. God, the snag troubles. Oh, fully wiped out.
Yeah.
Oh my god. That's Owen's back. See how Lewis is getting on. Ah, did you lose that? Ah, for God's sake. Unlucky.
I don't know where.
Bloody snags, that's what that
I
is.
think it was a snag, I think it was.
Jeez.
It was literally like right in front of my swim.
Did you see the fish?
Yeah.
Ah, that's annoying. Woke Lewis up as well.
Yeah.
God, unlucky. It was another day of no fish, and yet again, the only feed was at night. But this time, with a bit of success. I didn't get too much footage, but Lewis managed to finally catch this one and caught himself a decent common. as if it happened.
Holy smokes, that's going crazy. Yeah, but I'm putting it off on it.
Just when you thought it was over, this is very good for me, isn't it, Lewis? Now, if I can just get the same thing.
Come on.
So how far out was that one?
That's going to be massive.
That is very Owen, isn't it? Just watch those reeds.
Well,
Looked like
you'd have a boilie in it, you foul hooked it.
No, it didn't know.
Oh, imagine.
After all that.
No way. Oh, for God's sake. Can't believe that.
That's probably the craziest thing that's ever happened to you while fishing.
I just went, sod it, I'm going to put you Where did you get for that?
That's crazy.
That is crazy. I've never seen that ever.
I didn't even turn my alarms in.
I think I've seen that on YouTube videos, but not anything like that in real life.
Well, there was always out there and I put it right past them. Oh my God. What? Bit that hill. Really? No way. I can't believe that. Yeah, just when it looked like things were turning around on the last day, it sadly didn't go to plan. Well, it was definitely an unsuccessful session. We netted the fish and I got a quick picture, but of course being foul hooked, so didn't bother weighing it and just sent it on its way. Yeah, it was very frustrating this session because normally this time of year we actually do quite well and actually get a decent video out of it. But I mean, the lake was honestly just rammed. So we kind of like put it down to that, I suppose, because didn't see too many people catching. But what can you do? That's fishing, and we booked it long before it got fully booked. So you got to just move on. In which I did move on. So I did a lot of like quick overnight sessions in some of my local club lakes. And I was definitely racking up the blankless sessions. It was painful, but I was slowly progressing. I caught a tench, which is annoying because it's not the target species, but at least it's something, I suppose. And I definitely got pestered by bream on some, which, do I need to say any more about that? I got all excited. For a bloody bream. 1:45. Another bloody bream. After finally getting through that essential cell boilie load I knew something had to change because this just wasn't working, or at least for this time of year. So I rethought, and I thought, with the bait, what if I go for a more dull, natural look and just see how that goes, basically. So by about night 6, in a midweek session, I'd finally done it. I'd caught a carp. I literally used one rod, like casted it out. Didn't even get a chance to have the other rod out, and yeah, it just went off very quickly. I was very happy with that. And funny enough, right after this, the same thing happened with Lewis as well. One rod, fish pretty quick. So I was very happy with that. It was a big difference. I think I was using the Black Label boilie, I believe, which is like a brownish colour, basically, strong smell. So to me, that just says the change instantly worked. Heading into the summer now, myself and Lewis went on one of our local club lakes, one I'd never actually been on, despite being part of it for years. And yeah, annoyingly, I actually lost something. So that was annoying, but it was very, very weedy, so I think that could have played a part. So it did actually become a bit of a quiet trip. That next morning though, I caught a tench, so again, not what I was after, but something, I suppose. And Lewis actually got a decent carp. feel carpy.
It's going to be hard to net this. It's so shallow.
Shit, you need waders.
Yeah, but it's not off the foot.
Now I was getting a bit more action and experimenting with different boilies, but still with that same natural, subtle approach. It just pushed me on to do more sessions. One I had was a day session where I lost not one, but 2 fish. Honestly, I was absolutely fuming. One was a snag, and I think one was a hook pull, I believe. It was progress, but I was very annoyed. So I adjusted my tackle as well a little bit. I was using a lead core leader and just like trying out sticking with D-rigs. It done me very well last year, so completely different approach, and I had to return to that spot for a bit of redemption. I was in a weekend session and fishing with 3 rods, 2 towards a closer island where I've had previous success, and the other for the redemption snag area. If it looks familiar, it's where Lewis was fishing in the same video. Be sure to give that a watch if you haven't. After a quiet night, the sun was out, and it wasn't too long until the carp were showing on top. Well, I'm fishing locked up and just saw my rod going, picked it up, saw the fish splash, and yeah, hook pull. Do I go heavier lead? Is it just one of those things? It might have just been a one-off. I don't know, but while it's hot, and one actually went down the bottom to go for a D-rig, which is literally on the bottom. It's annoying, lost 3 fish on that spot now. This was not good. I lost a 3rd fish in that spot. Luckily, it was a hook pull, but this did not help my ratio. So I switched from a 3 ounce to a 4 ounce lead just to secure the take. My main bait source was very simple. Trying out the Dynamite, Crave, boilies. I'd use this with some fake corn on a D-rig. Spike carp being on top, I'd go on the zigs, but still nothing. So it got to the 2nd night and I needed a fish. While I was trying to sleep, I was just getting pestered by bream. I had another run on a snag rod, but nothing on the end of it. And by 5:30 in the morning, I had a madness of an hour. Oh, finally. What a terrible year I've been having. And yeah, this session's been tough. Lost 1 yesterday, then 1/2. Lost one same place, in that tree. And finally this one, 5:30 this morning. Gone for it on the D-rig, on the Crave boilie with a little pop-up sweet corn on there, or slow sinking one actually. Either way, imitation. I finally got one. Honestly, so happy. The size doesn't matter. Look at such a stunning fish. Needed this. This one's definitely got a lot more life in her. There we go, again nothing crazy. D-rig strikes again. I've a rod, the same rod I was catching with. Same rod I was catching on this bream last night. Yeah, hour apart, just... Yeah, this is a nightmare, trying to talk and record. God, what a morning it's been. Where do I start? So, pretty slow session, to be honest. Hot, so I don't know if it's because of the heat. They weren't really feeding much, but not much luck. And then yesterday, what time was it? Might have been about 12, I think. My rod bent right round, picked it up, saw the splash, and fish come off, hook pull. So later on I put heavier lead, went from 3 ounce to 4 ounce. Other than that, wasn't really too much more. When I got to night, I had a few bleeps, as you do, and my left hand rod just kept picking up the bream. Every time I was going to sleep, bream. Got 3 in the end. I got a feeling I might have had a 4th one, but at that point I was just sort of tired and I was like, oh. And in between all that, my middle one, that was by the tree, saw that bleeped, locked up, bent right round, and picked it up, and yeah, nothing. So I don't know if that took me into some sort of snag or something, so that's very annoying. I couldn't get much sleep. And then 5:30, that same rod goes off, pick it up, I actually get it, that beautiful mirror. It was only like just under sort of £15, but God, I love the look of it, honestly. Just very stocky as well. Very, very happy with that. And then after getting everything ready, releasing the fish, just sat on my bed for a little bit. And then my left hand one that was catching all the bream, that went off. And as you saw, it was a nice little common. Same thing, D-rig with crave, boilie, attached with imitation corn, all on bait floss. And yeah, I'm glad it's actually paid off finally. Sun's come out, I'm hungry, and what a turnaround for this session. So from being a tough session, turned out to be quite a successful one right near the end. Oh, and to top it off, end up catching another bream. Now that I was finally on this road to redemption and the video coming to an end, I thought it was time to go where the video started, and that was Damsel Lake on Manor Farm. This time I was sticking with those D-rigs and using cell boilies. Saw a fish jump right in my spot underneath a tree, so I had to get a rod on there.
You in?
Fish on.
Nice.
As soon as we sit down.
God.
Surely not. Alright, I think that.
Yeah, man, it's nice common.
Get in. Come on. Don't take long. Got one. Alright, I just feel the tension. Very intense fight, but wow, I didn't expect that so quickly. On the D rig, bit of corn on the cell, boilie, on the bottom, like no more than a couple hours, light bait over it as well, so it just blended nicely, close to that overhang tree that you saw, and there we go, 23 pounder, just like that. Beautiful fish. I'm very, very happy. I've got a bit of redemption on this lake. Didn't expect it so soon, but never gonna complain. So let's get her back. There she goes. Lovely fish.
Look at that. Eat a fish, catch a fish.
Good scram this. As you could hear from my voice as well, I was very shocked to get a fish that quickly, but I was just very happy to not only get redemption, but to catch a decent fish as well. Now, I wish I could say this was the start of a very good session, but no, it wasn't. It pretty much ended right there. You could probably hear it was very windy in that footage, and that's all it was like all session. So, not to put blame, but kind of pull it on that as the reason. And unfortunately, Lewis didn't catch for once. But, you know, I was just happy to have my year finally turning around and to come away from something. Now we've actually reached the end of the video. I know it's a little bit of a different video, but I thought I just had to do one sort of explaining where I'd been, and I had all this footage from the year. I thought, why not just put it all together? I didn't just want to make just pointless little videos, basically, for half-felt ones and not much in them. I like to upload videos that I actually enjoy looking back on and just have good memories with, really. I know I took a little bit of a step back on social media as well. That, for me, it's purely to sort of prioritise the sessions themselves and just enjoy fishing in the moment, rather than having to keep worrying about footage and uploading and posts and that. It was just nice to just focus and get back on track, really. Like I've always said in previous videos, you're always learning from fishing, and having those unsuccessful ones, I feel like you can learn a lot more from them, because, you know, you change things, you adapt, and like in this video and pretty much my year, I've learned that don't just necessarily stick with one bait because it done you so well at a certain time of year. Like, if you're in a different time of year and it's not working, clearly there's a change with the fish. So that's what I did, switched with the boilies and went for, well, I went from a very bright approach, which worked in the summer, to early in the year, leading into the summer, this dull, natural look, and to be fair, it's done me pretty decent ever since. Thank you for watching, if people still are. But seriously though, I know I said it already, but I just want to make it clear, I had been fishing. I don't want to just put out videos for the sake of it. It's for my own enjoyment, and I hope yours as well. And I've got footage from about a year ago with a video I wanted to release but never got round to it, so I've got that in the backlog, and also a very recent session which I've done pretty well with, and I had a great time. So look out for that one. That'll probably be the next one, so I'll try not to be away as long as I have been. So On that note, thanks for watching, and I'll leave you with this little teaser. You in? That was not long at all, was it? Bang with a little mirror. Just shows sometimes you gotta follow the fizzing. Got it close in and it come off. So worth it, come on. What a crazy time that was. Wrist there. Thanks for watching, be sure to click the subscribe button. Don't forget to check the socials. See you in the next video.